What's up, guys? What's up, everyone? Today, we're going to speak about the ultimate way to scale your Facebook ads because there's one thing that you guys need to understand. Everybody is in the same place where they scale and they get stuck to 1 to 2K per day and they don't do anything else. And they are like, oh, like how people can make 5K, 10K, 20K per day. Like that's impossible. Well, there's a way to do it. There's a way in a moment to do it, and there's a strategy for it. And everybody that is making a few, $1,000 per day knows the strategy. And that's what I'm going to speak with you today. I'm going to tell you the strategy that I've been hiding. No, I'm not. I'm not hiding the strategy, but let's be honest, it's not a strategy that I spoke on the channel because most people are not advanced enough to know the strategy. But for the people that are making money right now, hopefully this will help you. Or if you're not making money, at least write it down. So when you make money, you know this strategy exists and you'll be able to implement it on your store. Okay, so the moment you have a winning ad, the easiest thing in the world is to start making your first 1K to 5K per day. So, but what about scaling to 10K plus? Like as you can see on the screenshot, it's one day, 17K in one day that we've made with one of our store in a single day. So how can you scale past 10K days? And it's called surf scaling. So surf scaling is the strategy. And it's basically a strategy that in a way doesn't give you life, remove life from you, but in a short period of time you'll be making money, and in the long run it will be give you more stability. Okay, because let's be honest right here. What people do normally is they maybe test a few creatives here and there a few times a week, a few interests, and they let everything run. So normally you shouldn't be in front of your ads more than what, 30 minutes, an hour and a half every single day. You shouldn't be in front of your computer more than that if you're doing that. That will allows you to probably scale to 2K, probably even to 3K, probably even to 5K. But what about that 10K, 15K, 20K? How can you scale at that point? Well, you need to do surf scaling. So what is surf scaling? So what does that mean? It means that every 3 hours, if your performance is positive and the ROAS is healthy, you're doubling the budget from 20 to 40, from 40 to 80, from 80 to 100, from 160 to 160 to 320. Now it doesn't look that big, but if you're starting at 100, from 100 to 200 to 400 to 800 to 1600 to 3200, and now it started becoming bigger budget. So obviously you're going to start from 20 if you have a small brand and you don't have much creative, and you will start with bigger if you have more an established brand. So, or just basically an established ad. So you've been running ads for the past few months, you have enough creative, doesn't need an established brand, but you have some sort of stability. You're not going to start right away with like 1600 spent on ads. That makes no sense. That's just ludicrous. Okay, so there's three things that I want to tell you before we continue speaking about the surfing strategy. Is those points. Attention. Never do this if you don't have a win. This strategy, you should never do it if you don't have a winning product. This only works on winning products. If not, it's going to burn your cash. Don't start doing that because you have a single sale on a product. This should be, never do this if you haven't made at least 20K in sales. Like if you haven't made 20K in sales, don't do that. Never do this if you're limited at funds. If your credit cards are full, everything is full, never do that, because Shopify payments pays in 3 days. I understand everybody can wait 3 days, but sometimes they could hold your store, they could hold a part of your money, and they can pay you like up to, I think, 2 weeks, something like that. And now people can be stressed because if every day you're doing this strategy for, let's say, 3 to 4 times a week, and you need to wait like 2 weeks to get your funds, and you get charged like 15K, it becomes to stress a little bit. Let's say it like that. So, like I said at the beginning, I said that you should be in front. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Take 1 second. Okay, let me rephrase what I say, and well, not rephrase, but tell the story. Okay, so like I said, you shouldn't be more than between 30 minutes to 1.5 hours or 2 hours on your ads every single day. But now with this strategy, we'll be there every 3 hours. Not for long, because it's just about certain budget, but every 3 hours you will look. Okay, let's say you launch your ad at midnight, and 3 a.m. in the morning, you look at your ads, haven't spent much, not really profitable, you don't touch it. Now it's been 6 hours. 6 hours, you have 2 sales or maybe 1 sale, you're profitable, everything is good, great, you double the budget. Now it's been, let's say, 9 hours, you got another sale, since you have more, you're spending more, and the whole ROAS still healthy. Again, double the budget and double the budget and double the budget. And I'll keep doing that thing nonstop. Now, when should you cut it off, or when should you stop doubling the budget? Okay, so if you double the budget, you waited another 3 hours, and you're basically making a little bit of profit, but or breaking even, I will just decrease the budget by 50%, and I will from the increase, and I will let it run like that. If it 3 hours later the ROAS goes again, then I will again duplicate the budget, double the budget again. Now, what if you're unprofitable? Double the budget and it goes unprofitable. I kill the ad groups, or I kill the campaign. If it's a CBO, I kill it. Simple as that. No emotions, no connections. I simply kill it. And that's what you want to do. So if it's always profitable, you always want to raise the budget by 2 times the amount, 20 to 40, 40 to 80. And yeah, 20 to 40, 40 to 80, 80 to 160, etc. If you do that and eventually your ROAS decrease, then you want to reduce the previous amount. So if you're, let's say, from 40 to 80, then you want to lower it down to 60 and let it run. Now, on the worst case scenario that you double the budget and it does nothing, like it didn't bring you any sales, then you just want to turn off the campaign. And that's it. That's what you want to do for this strategy. Do it with cautiousness. Like, I've seen a lot of people make a lot of money with this strategy, but I've seen a lot of people ruining their bank with this strategy because they don't know how to do it effectively. You literally need to be in front of your ads every 3 hours, because let's say, let me just give you a quick example, because it happened to me. I'm not saying that for other people. It happens to me personally. So I had a brand that I was scaling aggressively like this. It was insane numbers, and I was sleeping. Basically, I fall asleep, and I didn't put my alarm. So it was every 3 hours. I didn't put my alarm. I wake up 6 hours later. My ads were horribly not profitable, because the ones that were profitable, well, they kept running, but the one that were unprofitable, it was horribly unprofitable. I should have cut them before, and I would have been in a profit, but I wasn't. So I think like one time I lost, like, in that 3 hour range, maybe $2,000 in 3 hours. And I was like, if I would have cut everything, I would have been in profit of like maybe $600, $700. That's way better, being in a profit of $700 in 3 hours than being in a negative of $2,000. That's why you need to pay attention to this strategy. It's not for everybody, and it's not meant to do with everything that you have. So keep that attention, because if you want to have numbers like this, you want to do this strategy, let's say, close to the days that is working for you. So I'm going to tell you, based on one of our brand, every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it is working well. every Monday, Tuesday, not that much. So I know I need to do those strategies on those days. And on specific days like Black Friday, you want to do the same strategy that you do, but twice as much. So if normally you go not even twice, like even 5 times as much. So if let's say normally you go from 20 to 320 by doubling the budget every day, and you end up maybe 1,000 doubling. If you get to a date that is like Black Friday, you want to not start at 20, but start at 100 instead. It's going to be more spending. You need to be more cautious. But you're in a day where people are literally buying online like crazy. So keep that in mind. It is extremely important. So, hey guys, hope you like this video. Hope you've learned a lot. Wish you all an amazing rest of your day. Take care and peace out.